Hey everyone, welcome back to Benefit Briefing. If you've been wondering about those stimulus checks and what's happening on November 7th, you're going to want to stick around for this entire video because something big is coming and it could directly impact any potential stimulus down the line. I get asked about this every single day. When are checks coming? Who's getting them? What do I need to do? And today, I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to know so you actually understand how this works. November 7th is a key date. Whether you're unemployed, barely scraping by on benefits, or just trying to survive in this wild economy, what happens that day could give us the clearest signal yet about what's really going on and what might be coming next. I've been digging into the reports for months, so you don't have to, and here's what it all comes down to. So, what exactly happens on November 7th? That's when the new jobs report, officially called the non-farm payroll report, drops for October. And I know what you're thinking. What do jobs have to do with stimulus checks? The answer is everything. This report gives us a snapshot of the economy's heartbeat. Are businesses hiring or cutting staff? Is unemployment rising? How many people are actually working? All these numbers tell us whether the economy is healthy or starting to stumble. Here's the truth that no one really wants to say out loud. There's a huge divide in this country right now. While a small group of wealthy people are doing just fine, the majority of Americans are struggling. Prices are high, wages aren't keeping up, and inflation has eaten away at what little breathing room people had left. Jobs are being cut. AI is replacing workers, and the data is starting to show the strain. Now, here's the part that stings. Stimulus checks don't happen because we call our representatives or flood Congress with messages. It's not about who yells the loudest. It's about the economy. When the economy itself starts begging for help, that's when the government steps in. Every time the numbers turn ugly, growth slows, unemployment rises, spending falls, that's when lawmakers move. Not because we're struggling, but because the system is. And here's another thing. You'll never hear officials say the R word outright. They'll never come out and declare, we're in a recession. They know that doing that would tank everything overnight. So instead, they use soft language like, we're seeing a little cooling, or there's some softness in the market. But behind the scenes, they know it's bad. That's why we don't listen to speeches. We watch the data. When the jobs report hits, here's what really matters: the unemployment rate, the number of people filing for jobless claims, and the labor participation rate, how many people are actually working or even looking for work. Don't forget revisions to past months either. When those get adjusted down, it's a clear sign things have been weaker than they've been telling us. These details together show where the economy's really headed, and that direction determines whether stimulus is even on the table. If you're unemployed, these numbers decide how long your benefits might last or whether new aid could appear. If you're underemployed, they reveal whether full-time jobs are even available. If you're on fixed income like Social Security or disability, these reports influence whether Congress starts considering relief increases. It all connects. But here's the tough truth: these numbers are lagging indicators. By the time we see a bad jobs report, the economy's usually been in trouble for months. Lawmakers wait until it's undeniable, multiple bad reports in a row, before taking action. So, when will stimulus checks come? When the data becomes impossible to ignore. When unemployment keeps rising, when job growth stalls, when revisions turn negative, that's when the pressure builds. November 7th's report could be the next piece of that puzzle, but it's rarely just one report that triggers action. It's the trend. I know that's not the checks are coming next week news you were hoping for, but you deserve honesty, not hype. So here's what you can do right now. Don't wait around for a miracle. Make your decisions based on what's in front of you, not what might come later. Keep track of the data yourself, the weekly jobless claims, the monthly reports. It's all public and free to check. Apply for everything you're eligible for: SNAP, utility help, heating assistance, rental relief, local food programs. Build even the smallest emergency cushion if you can. And check your state programs too. A lot of states are quietly running their own relief efforts. Just search your state name plus relief programs 2025 and see what's out there. I wish I could tell you that November 7th means stimulus checks are on the way, but that's not how it works. What it does mean is we'll finally get another clue about the real state of the economy. If that report shows major weakness, rising unemployment, or falling participation, then yes, it pushes us one step closer to conditions that could trigger stimulus. But it's a process, not a switch. The economy falters first, lawmakers act second. It's backwards and frustrating, but that's the system we've got. So keep paying attention. Keep applying for what's available now. Keep holding on because when that data finally forces lawmakers to act, you want to be ready, not desperate. If this helped you understand what's really going on with stimulus and why November 7th matters, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. I post updates on benefits, relief programs, and the real story behind what's happening in our economy. Share this video with anyone asking about stimulus checks, and remember, even if the system doesn't prioritize us, we can still prioritize each other. This community stays strong because we deal in truth, not false hope. We prepare, we adapt, and we survive together. See you in the next video, and keep your head up. We've made it this far, and we're not stopping now.